everyone! For this video, we'll be reviewing the B-188 customized set for Dynamite Battle. This one comes with Astral Spriggan. Also comes with an upgrade for Dynamite Belial with the Nexus upgrade and a bunch of other stuff. So, yes, the owner is still Shukuranai. So the cool thing with the Astral Blade is that it's more unique than World. One side has rubber, one side has metal. I think they even show recommended here. So if you want to see some recommended combos, there you go. We get some new parts in this: Metal Xtreme, Wave Dash, Metal Survive, and of course Quattro, which has 4 modes. There's 2 metal, 2 rubber, which is really, really cool. And yeah, other than that, oh, also the upgrade. So for actually the Nexus upgrade, there's one where I think it's normal and the other one where it's free spin. So with that being said, hey, look at the stickers. Oh my god, it's so colorful. Oh, also, it comes with a little tool because unlike previously, you actually have to use the tool that you used to use for things like Chozy Spriggan, or, you know, it's kind of got those old vibes to it. All right. Very, very cool. So I'm going to basically go over each of the stuff. We're going to go part by part. So to quickly go over, this is the combo sheet that it comes with, so it gives you some cool combos. Just to show it off as well, it mentions next month, which will be Longinus, which is the final attachment for Belial that releases in September. As well, it comes with a little tool that will help you adjust the spin direction. So to quickly show it off, whatever direction you have it in, if you would like to change it, you would just get this little tool, you would find the specific slots, turn, twist, lock, and then after you just switched it in the other direction. So this is what I'm going to consider the extra stuff that's not really important. I'll cover Nexus and the attachment in a moment. You of course get the Belial core, which is not a new core. Obviously it is a recolor of the previous one. It is nice with blue and everything. Looks pretty cool. The teeth on it are strong. You have strong clicks on this. Next up is the Cyclone ring, which is another recolor. At least now we can complete the blue stuff from the random booster that we've been getting, so we can have perfect blue Ragnarok and a Belial. We get a lovely 2 armor recolor painted, finally a painted 2. After that, there is finally a gold blitz disc, meaning if you have the gold slash Valkyrie, the gold Retsu, and the gold power, you can make a fully gold turbo slash Valkyrie. Lastly, on performance tip drivers, we finally get Wave Dash after the longest time. This was introduced in the triple booster of Sparking. We have Metal Survive, which is completely useless. Metal Xtreme, which, you know, I've already made my stance on the metal drivers. They're okay on double chassis and you usually don't get teeth wear. And if you put this on the Bahamut core, you shouldn't feel any wear since it has slopes, or if you do get wear, it would be to a limited extent. So here right now we have the Nexus disc, so obviously we have seen this disc originally, and this is the S attachment. So how this exactly works with the attachment is that I would have to find the very specific slots to put this on. And there are 2 modes. The first mode, firstly, let's show this on a side view. It is pretty bulky. The first mode is free spin. So, in a sense, this is kind of like 2B from Sparking. Okay, I finally got it set up the other way. So, you do have to, I'm going to show the instructions on this because I was stumped. So, you basically have to, right here, you basically have to make sure you fit the matching areas and be careful with it. Even more bulky than it was before. So then after that thing, you'll see is going to be poking out. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see how this will be effective or not. Probably for me, I'll make sure to have 2 of these, one just for free spin and one where it's already locked in. So going to our actual part by part with Spriggan, we have our core, which is Spriggan. So as far as design goes, it does look pretty cool. A little bit of a side view. So I've already shown how to change the spin direction on it, so we're just going to go straight to the teeth. As far as the teeth goes, the teeth you can see look a little bit average. I was clicking around with it. Feels super duper tight with a dash driver, but on normal stuff it's just okay. So this is why I think probably this will be one of those ships that maybe is better with a dash, though I do want to do more testing. Then after with that, we have our new blade, which is Astral. This is a dual spin blade. That means you can put a right, you can put a left on it, and it's really cool. So this is the left side for an example. So if I wanted to have Astral Fafnir like this, I could. So Astral is really cool. Now this side actually features the rubber on it. So just to show you a side view, which looks pretty crazy when you see the side view of Astral. One side is rubber. Now I don't know how useful the left side is going to be in all honesty, just because we already have Vanish with so much rubber. So, you know, I don't really see that much of a point with it, but who knows? Now, if we flip it over to the other side actually features metal on it. So both sides are pretty interesting. And if I wanted to put a right core on it right now, I could, like, for an example, Valkyrie. I believe the armor is actually 0, so it looks pretty interesting with its shape. This does look fairly balanced on each side with equal points to it. I do hope this is going to be a very good balance weight to actually use. Speaking of which, they did Over. So Over is a really cool disc. It looks like 0, but basically converted into Dynamite Battle. It's got a very, very good shape. Now, if we were to compare this to something like Vanish, for an example, if I get something like TP right next to it, you can see that it is basically kind of what I wanted TP to be like originally, where I didn't want it to hang so low. So it is round, and it does have actually a good weight to it. And since it has that very good round shape and everything, I have a feeling this will be superb for stamina. So really liking the disc. So this Spriggan is like a very good deal so far from what I'm seeing. So this is a new driver. It is pretty tall, even if you were to compare this to something like, for an example, if I do a side-by-side with Wave, it is a tall lad. It is a tall lad. So just to show it, with Quattro, you basically have 4 mode changes. So how this will work is that you're gonna see right here and right here, there's 2 little tabs. So I just gotta find it. I think I just do it like this. So you just gotta do it with your fingers. So this, for an example, would be Stamina, which looks really cool. And then after, if I wanna switch it, I would have the Unite version. And then after, if I want to switch it, you could have one where it's basically Orbit Metal, but I guess a mini version of it. And then after, another one where it's basically just Rubber Flat. So you have a versatile amount of options that really makes it super cool. So we've got our Spriggan DB Core, which is about 7.89, to contrast with Valkyrie, which is about 7.75. Then after, we of course got our Astral Blade, which is a total of almost 12 grams. After that, we have got our 0 armor. Our 0 armor on this one in specific seems to be about 13.89. Then after that, with our over disc, it is 33.71. After that, with Quattro, it is about 10.7. Metal Xtreme is 7.42. And then after Metal Survive is about 7.79. It can vary. After that, Cyclone is 8.32. Belial is 7.0. Blitz is a total of about 28.65. This Nexus is about 30.48. 2 is 13.64. Wave is a total of 8.45. Okay, so then after that, the fully assembled Astral Spriggan is about 78.14. Nexus is about 30.95. This one that I had that's from the set. The attachment is a total of about 4.3. So then after, if I combine the two, what's our weight going to be? So then after our combined weight is 35.26. Our total weight becomes 80.66. So now, if I combine this, Cyclone Belial, it is 72.69. So with all of the weights done, finally, for the love of God, let's see how this looks. Very, very pretty. I mean, a lot of the detail is actually in the sticker, so keep that in mind. Let's see this Belial with the S gear. So this is Belial with the actual S gear on it, so it does look pretty cool, I must say. So we're gonna get everything in high mode. Okay, here is Cyclone Belial in high mode. I gave it the Blitz disc, so that way I actually show it off with it. Very nice. Then after we have got the original Belial that I've had since the original review, with this in high mode. And then after, we have Astral in high mode. Or at least this one, this is actually one of the few ones where it actually does look pretty good with high mode. Well, that gap though. That's typical for DB. So now I gotta... Okay, so this assembled, that looks pretty clean. Okay, now we gotta get this in high mode. Okay, so the last part is when I put all the Spriggan little Evos there and we compare it. So I think Astral definitely is the coolest one. Astral is actually gonna be my new favorite Spriggan. I think maybe my last one that was really my favorite, maybe Lord or Requiem. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of Shozi's design. The more it grew on me over time. But yeah, these are all the Spriggans all together. I think Spriggan's gone through quite a bit, but yeah. All right, test launch time. All right, let's get the Cyclone one out of the way. This is with Wave Dash. All right. 3, 2, 1, rip. So this is, of course, with the Metal Survive. Okay. Then after with, of course, the Metal Xtreme. All right, very clean. All right, what's the next one? Okay, then after Belial with a test launch with S gear. All right, so there we go. I've covered a fair amount of ground in this. And yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good after covering quite a bit. Okay, so now we get to the main event with Spriggan. So with Spriggan, I have this in stamina mode. In high mode. 3, 2, 1, rip. Alright, let's see when it gets to the center how stable it is. Yeah, that's pretty stable actually. Alright. Let's try Spriggan. We're going to switch it again. So I'm going to do 2. Actually, you know what? Let's do a battle and then I'll switch it. All right. Clean results. Clean results. All right. Now let's get this in low mode. Okay, let's switch this to Unite. Okay, let's do a test launch now. 3, 2, 1, and rip. Okay, very nice. So we're gonna get this thing against a Bay now. So let's do Spriggan against Cyclone Belial with the balance mode of Unite. Ooh! KO. All right, very clean. Actually, hold on. Ooh, wow, look at that. It got to the middle for clicks. Yeah, I was definitely right when I said that. Yeah, the clicks on this, they're okay, but they're much better with a dash driver. So I do recommend, if you're using the Spriggan core, keep that on a dash. Okay, so next up, we are going to try Belial with the S gear. And we are going to swap this again. We're going to put this in high mode right. High mode right, and of course, attack. 3, 2 on the rip. Does seem okay, doesn't seem too shaky. Anyways, let's try out Belial. Spriggan. I'm actually very curious on this. Belial has free spin on the S gear. Nice. Yeah, probably I should have picked a better option. That's the whole fun of the driver. All right, let's get this to defense. We're gonna see how well it does against Belial. And at least then, if it doesn't work, we know not to use high mode. It'll probably work. Probably, I have no idea actually. Oh no. Okay, that's a no on the high mode. Low mode, defense against rage. Oh, you can actually hear the metal on that one. Hey, nice. Let's see how it does. I'm hoping this does good. All right. Ooh, look at that. Again, those clicks. Well then, well, we can try this against Fafnir. Actually, you won't know what. We'll try it against Fafnir. I'll switch it in a second. Let's try Brave, and let's try it against Savior. And against Savior, we're going to switch it again, and I'm going to put this in the Unites mode, because I'm liking that mode quite a bit. Okay. This definitely is going to be one of those bays where you got to really figure out what combination you want to go with. There's a lot of options with this bay, so it's very interesting to see how it'll play out. Yeah, nice. All right, now let's put this back. Let's put this in stamina. I want to see stamina versus stamina. There, we've light launched Spriggan. Vanish. All right, so overall thoughts so far on this set and everything. I think the Spriggan's pretty cool. Of course, we still got to do a lot of testing with it just to make sure what's good, what isn't, etc. But that is a part of the process. So that's where we're going to be ending it off. Don't forget actually about our shop where we sell Beyblade stuff, so make sure you check it out. Astral's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to really enjoy trying to make some really fun and competitive combos with it. Hopefully this bay holds up pretty well. And that'll be it for now. Thank you all for watching, and hope you all have an amazing day.